Our top story now, and the Tory backbencher who accused No.10 of trying to blackmail MPs is to meet with the police to discuss his allegations.
Yeah, Will Wragg said he'll be meeting a Scotland Yard detective in the House of Commons early next week, raising the prospect that police could open an investigation. Well, this is what the MP had to say about the behaviour of Downing Street aides.
It is not their function to breach the ministerial code in threatening to withdraw investments from members of Parliament's constituencies which are funded from the public purse. Reports to me and others of members of staff at No.10 Downing Street, special advisers, government ministers and others encouraging the publication of stories in the press seeking to embarrass those who they suspect of lacking confidence in the Prime Minister is similarly unacceptable.
Well, in response to these claims, the Prime Minister said he is not aware of any intimidation.
I see no evidence, heard no evidence to support any of those allegations.
Well, No.10 has said it would not be opening its own inquiry into the claims, even though both Conservative and opposition MPs have called for one.
The PM spokesman said it would only open an inquiry if it was presented with evidence to back up Mr Wragg's claims.
Well, meanwhile, he told the Daily Telegraph that he would outline several examples of bullying and intimidation, and in some cases, apparently, these threats involving public money.
Meanwhile, The Times reports that Boris Johnson has reinstated the team he used for his Tory leadership bid in an attempt to save his premiership.
They say the PM's drawing up a spreadsheet to record which Conservative MPs are loyal, which are wavering, and just who is determined to oust him. I mean, in some senses, whether you think the Prime Minister should stay or go, drawing up a spreadsheet of who backs you and who doesn't is...
sensible. Isn't that what happens all the time? Isn't that? And that's what the whips... That's the job of the whips as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why you have them.
But, of course, the whips then be threatening, as
they
is claimed...
always have done, haven't they?
Yeah, but threatening things like school closures or, Ben Howlett, who was an MP from 2015 to 2017 in Bath, claiming that he was threatened with losing money for a road project, a ring road project.
But don't you think it's... I would have thought these things have always happened. They say, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You look after us in this crisis and we'll make sure you get what you want in your constituency. I would have thought it's a bit naive to be shocked by that sort of claim.
Well, I would agree. But, of course, it's coming out now because people are using it or wanting the PM to go on.
Yeah. And are we all going to go, oh, goodness me? I don't think that most of the public would be shocked by it. In fact, let's ask, are you shocked by any of these sort of claims? Because I would have thought it was just something we all assume goes on in the world of politics anyway.
But what is happening now in politics with all of this is the knives are out for the Prime Minister. And under those circumstances, if you support Boris or not, can he actually continue when there's all this pressure going on? Because it detracts from anything the government is trying to do, doesn't it?
It does, but how long can it last? I wonder. Did you watch Prime Minister's questions?
Oh, he came out fighting.
I thought
I
started to feel sympathetic for him because I just thought this is bullying. It was like they were all out to get him, and it was really horrible. And I know, again, that's probably just the level of politics. It was always like that, I guess.
Yeah.
But, they were rounding on him.
Yes.
It was unedifying, really, wasn't it?
But at what point... if it was me, I'd just say...
I'd have burst into tears and walked out.
I've had enough now.
Yes, exactly. But that's the life he wants. He wants to be Prime Minister. They all want to be politicians. They all want power.
Does he want to be Prime Minister that much?
Yeah, I think
wonder.
he probably does.
What do you think he should actually do? Get in touch. Let us know this morning.